if I have to spend a lot of time selling and jumping through hoops trying to prove that I am who I say I am, then I'm probably not talking to the right person. I'm probably not talking to a person gifted in the domain that we're operating in, because they're unable to see the value that I bring. Welcome to Impact and Fulfillment with Coach Mike D, where you'll gain practical wisdom and dynamic insight from amazing conversations to live your best life. Yo, dig this. This is your boy, Coach Mike D, back with another episode of Impact and Fulfillment. Pray everybody's doing well, having an amazing day, doing some awesome stuff, and having fun in the process, man. Like really having some fun, finding joy in how you operate, because it's contagious. You know, I was just listening to an interview recently, and one of the things that was emphasized was they said that enjoyment is like the most magnetic personality trait that leaders can have, meaning how they enjoy life, how they carry themselves, and there's this light about them, how that's magnetic and how people want to be a part of that. And so joy, having joy, expressing joy, that is an extremely integral part to you impacting lives, or impacting the lives that you touch on a regular basis, and generating fulfillment. It's just like life is way too short not to enjoy yourself. So let's try to have some fun, right? Today's episode, I really want to talk about the fact that if you're not really sure of who you are, and you're not sure of the value that you bring, others may step in and establish value that may or may not line up with how you see yourself. You cannot give people the power to put a stamp on the value that you bring. Do not give people the power to put a stamp on the value that you bring. See, the thing is, everybody is not necessarily gifted enough to recognize when value is sitting in front of them. Unless you are somebody who is, qualified to rate rare gems and precious metals and all of that, you might have $1 million piece of precious metal sitting in front of you, and you would never recognize it, because you're not gifted in being able to recognize and identify precious metals. There are some people who are into cars, and they understand the value of certain, classic cars or certain supercars, right? On the flip side, there are other people who are not car people, and an expensive multi-million-dollar classic car can drive by and they just think it's another car, right? In today's day and age, sneakerheads. So this whole sneaker culture is extremely wild, right? Like I watch a lot of these videos with these, at these reseller shows and sneaker conferences and stuff. And it blows my mind that, some regular sneakers in my eyes are going for tens of thousands of dollars at times, right? I look at them and I'm like, there's nothing special about this pair of sneakers, right? But to the sneakerhead, they go berserk when some super rare one-of-one type of, high level collab with a particular brand comes out, and they don't blink when someone says, oh, this is a $15,000 sneaker. It's crazy. But the reality is, it's crazy to me. But to someone who understands sneakers, to a sneakerhead, they can see that value a mile away. This same principle applies to you as a person. There are a lot of people that do not have the capability of really recognizing the value that you bring. Don't get discouraged. Because if you understand that everyone is not gifted with the ability to see the value, you then don't take it personally. Because just like the person who's an expert at, recognizing precious metals, or an expert in, sneakers, or an expert in cars, just like they can recognize value in their dominion, a lot of people can't recognize the value you bring, but that's because they're not gifted in the dominion or in the domain that you're gifted to operate in. So to you, you could be sitting there and be bringing millions of dollars worth of value to them, but they're unable to see it. Don't discredit yourself. You're just connected with the wrong people. Don't discredit yourself. You're just connected with the wrong people. And I have to tell you all that because at times I deal with this, right? I'm not one that believes I have to sell myself to other folks, right? I bring value. I have a really good friend, shout out to my man, Sean Dove. He said, I have nothing to sell, only gifts to share. And to me, that's such a brilliant perspective. And, I adopt that in how I operate, because those that truly understand the value that I bring, I don't have to sell them anything. They see the value that I bring. And those are individuals that I collaborate with, that I work with, that I coach, that I establish partnerships and contracts with, etc. They understand and see the value that I bring. If I have to spend a lot of time selling and jumping through hoops trying to prove that I am who I say I am, then I'm probably not talking to the right person. I'm probably not talking to a person gifted in the domain that we're operating in, because they're unable to see the value that I bring. Just like the example from earlier with the precious metals, cars, and sneakers. So don't get discouraged, because again, at times people will say things and it doesn't line up with reality. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's them. But either way, if you know that you're gifted, if you know that you're called, if you know that you have a talent or a skill or something to offer the world and it's making impact, continue making impact. Because over time, you're going to create such a body of work that somebody who can't recognize it is going to get, they're going to get drowned out by all of those who do. And that's what this thing is all about. You're gifted in something. You're talented in something. Don't let anything or anyone distract you from doing that. That's a God-given gift that only you have. And the world is waiting on you to execute using it. Hey, as always, y'all grab a copy of my book, The 33 Laws of Impact and Fulfillment. And until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise, and I'll holler at you. Peace. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow Coach Mike D everywhere on social media. Y'all be blessed, well, and wise.